Hello, everybody. Welcome back to How Come. This episode, we're talking about cleaning because sometimes if you want to have a nice your room needs to be clean first. And we are talking to my friend, Caroline Solomon, aka Neat Caroline. You might know her from her TikTok or her Instagram. Oh, you're just going to have the best time this episode. And if you want to really make this episode meta, fucking listen to it while cleaning your room or your bathroom or whatever the fuck in your house. Okay, enjoy. Bye.
How come? How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help. Cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you in Portland?
Mm-hmm. Do you have headphones?
Oh.
You guys, this is my friend Caroline. She's one of my favorite people, and she lives 2 blocks from me at home.
Hello.
What if you...
Yeah, it's working.
Oh, okay, great. Wow, you did it. You're so tech. Women in STEM.
Wait, I missed a compliment. Did you say I'm a favorite person of yours?
Mm.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm glad I confirmed. I got a salad from Daily Purpose.
Caroline.
Speak loud.
Say it back.
And you're one of my
Thank you.
And I can confirm I have a list of people who I like, and you're on that list.
Wait, I think I have a list of people who I like as well.
It's so important to have that list.
Wait, but do you remember why you made the list?
Yes, because I was like hanging out with too many people and I was like, I don't like you.
Interesting.
I don't like hanging out with you. So I had to actually do a deep dive in my phone and make a list of people whose company I enjoy so that I'm not running myself ragged, hanging out with people.
Wasting time
and energy.
Okay, so I made my list in a completely opposite way. I was hanging out with no one, and I kept saying to Ben, like, I have no friends. Like, if I were to have a party right now, like, I wouldn't even have anyone to invite. And he was like, Remy, just start writing down your friends.
Yes.
I assure you have friends. And then, yeah, I do. Turns out
you had so many people at the Renaissance Fair.
Oh yeah, my birthday last year, and you had so many, but your problem isn't so many people. Your problem is cutting down.
I got to prune.
And you know what? That's a really good segue into this episode, because this episode we're talking about cleaning it up,
pruning
your life. Okay, so let me just do an official welcome. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome, Caroline.
Like you for having me. I'm very excited to be here.
Thank you for being here. So you started a cleaning / like home advice Instagram a few years ago. And it's got really, really great advice for like whatever you need to do around the house. But have you always been a clean, organized person?
I have always been an organized person, but not as much as a clean person. And as I get older, I care more about dirt and germs. But I was always the person.
As she is applying hand sanitizer right now.
But I was always the person at play dates, like, and there isn't like a designated person, but I was the person organizing the stuffed animals and like color coordinating the books and color coding things. And
see, I was always organizing the people. Like I was always like directing my friends and being like, you're the mom, you're the dog. Okay. Let's play.
That I can definitely see that for you. That is your strength today. You've carried that over in different ways today.
And so have you.
Yes. So I always was always an organized person. And I decided when I read The Magical Art of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo,
okay,
it was like 2017 or 2016, and I was a beauty assistant at Glamour, and all I knew was that that book resonated with me, and then I wrote an article about it for glamour.com at the time, and I was organizing my own apartment and sharing my revelations and how much better I felt, and I kind of put that in my back pocket and continued to do other things. And then when COVID rolled around, I was like, a rebirth. I am emerging as a home lady. I will make people feel better in their homes. And I started working one-on-one with clients then until COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And then it transitioned to the interwebs where I was sharing tips.
You can help even more people.
I'm going to help even more people. And the cleaning content took off at the same time, which makes sense because people are mindful of the germs during that time.
Yeah. And people were spending a lot more time at home. And like you had just said, you wanted to help people feel better. And it's not just about like, oh, like people might be being like, oh, like why is there a cleaning episode on How Come? But like we did an episode either last season or I don't know. I put out episodes so infrequently that I don't know when they were. But when I said like one of my biggest turn-ons is a clean room. Like, or if I like show up at Ben's house and like he's cleaned up his space, there's a candle lit or whatever, like even me being like the most disorganized, messy person you've ever seen in your life, like there's something about like a clean space, a space where like you know where everything is, that just makes you feel like and like more grounded and like I'll always clean up my room before I'm about to do a big edit. I don't want to do a lot of work if there's like almost like a projection of my brain that I can see in the room. Like if my room looks messy, I'm like, oh, my brain must be messy. So like, let's clean it up before we do anything. So I think just for anybody who's like, wait, why a cleaning episode? Just what you were saying before of like, you wanted to make people feel good. And like, if we're trying to get to the best feeling of an orgasm, let's start with just feeling good in your space.
A home orgasm. An orgasm for the home, a visual
homegasm.
A homegasm. I always say a decluttered home is a decluttered mind, and it's not like, oh, I declutter my home and therefore I am saved, but it's the first step that someone can take on if they're on a healing journey or if they just want to feel at peace and more at ease in their space.
It also like kind of reflects how you feel about yourself, right? Like if I've already bought all this stuff, like I want to treat it well because I value what I've brought to this place. You know what I mean?
100%. There's like that expression, how you do one thing is how you do anything else. And I think if our outer worlds can be a reflection of our inner worlds. And sometimes people have a lot of shame about their clutter. And oftentimes if I go to someone's home and their home is like really messy, they're like so visibly embarrassed. They're like, oh, I'm a mess. I'm a slob. I'm so embarrassed. I'm like, first of all, A, I've seen worse. And B, like there's something really nice about it's like, self-care, but taking care of your home and having that make you feel better about yourself. It's a self-worth thing too.
And it's so much better than like, I feel like I'm always looking at like my body and like my face as like oh, this is me not taking care of myself or whatever. But like bodies change and faces change and like, shut up.
Right.
It's way easier to just look at your space. But I'm like laughing when you're like, when people invite me into their home, they seem like I don't think I've ever apologized to you for the state of my place because you know me and like, you know, the state of my brain. And also, I don't know. I used to have a joke that was like, when people are like, oh, I'm so sorry for the state of my apartment. Really what they're saying is like, I'm so sorry that you have to see my mental state like in piles of clothes.
Right. But actually, I find your piles quite relaxing. Like I like your piles at your apartment.
Okay, thanks.
They're organized piles.
They are.
And your home is very nostalgic for me because it reminds me of like high school and growing up in New York. So seeing like the mail and seeing like the piles of the magazines, I'm like, these are all things that take me back because I have, of course, like unsubscribed from every single.
That's amazing.
I don't get mail anymore.
Yeah. I love that. I mean, people may have forgotten this, but I do still live with my dad. So like all of his mail, all of his papers, and like
Very comforting to me.
oh my God, but he's definitely the reason why I am the way I am. Like we're like, it's organized chaos. Like, shut up. I know
Well,
what's in
yeah.
every pile.
You do, and you do. You know what's in every pile.
But it makes me feel better to clean up. I actually had a dream last night, and I think it was in preparation for this episode, that Ben and I had bought a home together. It was beautiful, but it was so dirty and like messy and like cluttered. And I kept getting so upset, even though I am the way that I am. I was like, how is this how we're starting our life together? Like, this is so fucked up. And like, anyway.
Was it dirty when you bought it, or did you make it dirty?
I think we must have made it dirty. Like I felt shame. But okay, so when you're starting a clean, I know at your house, like you're cleaning constantly, and you and I do things very differently. Like I will wait until the way that I do work is like you wait until piles and piles and piles build up, and then it's the last second, and I do a fucking massive sweep. I call it Remy Kondo. If you go to my page on Instagram, there's a whole highlight that says Dirty Girl, and it's how I clean. But it's only if you are in a really like terrible place. Yeah. But you do everything daily, I feel.
I have little rituals and daily habits that I teach, but I think it's important to have systems in place because, I mean, life is tiring, especially living in a city, and the last thing you want to do is like Swiffer your entire apartment. But I think having things like a shoe rack or a peg rack to hang your coat or a cordless vacuum that you can easily lift off of the dock and put it back on, or like one Swiffer instead of 10 mops, having like systems in place that allow you to easily tackle a task or a chore every day so that you're not piling up. And also for clutter, I'm always promoting like doing a little something every day and like opening and just having your eyes peeled, keeping your eyes wide open for stuff that you might have used at one point and then have absolutely no use for. And I'm always talking about like the entryway bin, having a donation bin that it doesn't have to be like
so good at donations. I get gifts every time I go over there.
You get gifts and they're not bad. They're cool. And you have
they're cool.
I think the last gift
and I give you gifts because of that.
You give me gifts. I was just feeling today as I was organizing my fall and winter coats, the black fur coat that you gave me. Faux fur. And I can't wait to wear it again. And you also gave me was it something for a bra or for shoes? Your invention. The Remy invention.
Oh, the tuck. But you know what I was thinking about when you said a shoe rack is just from like the organizing standpoint. There was a TikTok I saw a while ago, and it was like, how do you organize your sex toys? Like, how do you keep them like separate and clean? And somebody put them in one of those over the door shoe holder things, you know, like those little plastics.
Fabulous.
And like you also keep all of the associated cords with the toy that they go to in the pocket so they don't get
right.
Yeah, especially like if you're not everybody wants to have all their toys on display. You could also keep them in their boxes. You can have like a special little drawer.
Are they in the entryway alongside the coats? Like
no,
that.
They're in the bedroom. But you can do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
I would say keep it close to where you actually do the activity.
That makes sense. You could use the dildo itself as a peg for the coats, depending on what kind of dildo it is. I don't know.
But that is really good to keep them separate and like clean them or whatever. And then if like those the shoe things are like see through. So like if you've got like a little gunk, you know, like a little dick cheese, a little push juice, you go, oh, that thing needs to be cleaned.
Yes.
I don't want to give myself BV.
What's BV? Oh, bacterial vaginosis.
You got it.
I got it.
But yeah, I love the idea. My mom always used to say, and my mom is not an organized person. Like my mom is, she used to hire organizers, you know, but she would say to me, everything has a home, everything has a place. So like put the
Exactly.
tape back in the tape drawer, not
Exactly.
because you're so clean, but because the next time you need tape, you want to look exactly where it is.
Exactly. And that's what I mean by systems, like having systems in place that allow people to more seamlessly tackle those chores every day. If there is no home, like here's a little thing that I use every day. If there's no home for my like notes,
Notepad.
then
Yeah.
the notepad, then the notes are going to go all over the place. The important thing that I want to bring up about having a home for everything, a lot of people who I work with have ADHD, so they
Yeah.
struggle to stay organized, and that's why they want to work with me. And having homes for things with people with ADHD, they need visibility. They need to have exposure. Otherwise, if it's out of sight, it'll be out of mind. So if
Yeah.
you have the tape,
That's what I have. Yeah.
if you have the
That's
tape
why
in
I
a
keep my
drawer,
piles out.
you got to keep your piles out, but you can have like trays or lazy Susans or other things to corral the clutter, so long as it's still visual and it is no longer clutter. If it's like, okay, there's a pile of things here, I have looked through this pile and everything in this pile is stuff that I need and I know what's in there, then it's no longer clutter. If it's like, I don't know what the heck is going on with that pile and it doesn't have a home, it's clutter. So
Yeah.
I think having systems in place that you can you can see and are in your line of sight is really helpful. Otherwise, you can put something in a drawer and that's a home, but you'll forget about it.
But you'll forget about it. Yeah.
You'll forget
I
about it.
think my closet is all open, not open. Like it has a door, obviously, but I don't have dressers. I have open closets because if I don't
That's right.
see the sweaters, they don't exist to me, and then I won't wear them.
Exactly.
But so I'm now wondering, have you ever worked with a couple where one person has ADHD and the other person is like a clean freak? Because I have a friend who she needs to be organized like me, and she's just moved in with her new husband in the last few years, and he's like, this is the most insane quote unquote organization. Like, how do you reconcile that?
So he has ADHD, or he's like a mess? And
Nope, he's a drawers person. He's a put it away. He's a
okay.
everything needs to be sterile, basically.
Yeah. Do they have a his and hers closet situation?
They should.
They should. Well, if they don't, I mean, there are ways to like. I know in your closet you have baskets, right? For like your socks and undies. So baskets are a great like let's meet in the middle product.
I love that you know my closet. So
I know it. I remember. And also because you inspired me with the frilly socks. So those are socks that I wear every day.
they're so good.
But
yes, back to this couple.
Yes, back to the couple. I think meeting in the middle with like having trays for mail, having the essentials out in the kitchen. Like, do we need the Vitamix out if we use it once a month? Like, let's come to an agreement about what the products are that we both use on a regular basis. Let's keep them out. Can we both meet in the middle somehow? And yeah, it's not going to be ideal. It's living with someone else is definitely a
always
compromise.
tough.
It's always difficult, but getting on the same page with the important stuff, like the kitchen is big. And then also I have, I'm a big fan of like a chore chart, especially if people have different organizing styles. Getting some kind of whiteboard together where each person knows what's expected of them. And so that, the person who's more organized can have the person who's less organized, like, hey, quick reminder, tidy up, like someone might be bothered by the socks. The person who's slightly messier might be have no problem with like socks littered all over the apartment. The person who's like more organized might be like, hey, that really bothers me. Then we can put a little note on our whiteboard, tidy up at the end of the day. And that person will be like, okay, yeah, this is my cue. I'm going to tidy up because I know that's important to you. And it takes no more than like, I don't know, it can take 10 to 15 minutes.
15
it can
minutes.
Take yeah. Take 15 minutes.
And as long as you write a little heart with the note, so it's not like fucking do this.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Do this.
Also, the way, like, there could be different spaces that are kept in different ways. So, like, if the kitchen is primarily his space, let's keep it his way, and then maybe P-Touch label the drawers so she knows, like, what's in them without having to, like, open everything.
Yes.
And then, like, maybe, like, the office is his space, that it's, like, the pencils need to be, like, all the paper needs to be in the right place, and, like, don't clutter that, but, like, go crazy in your closet because, like, I'm not...
Right.
I don't care as much about those spaces.
Exactly. I think they need to have, the messier person in the relationship needs to have one area that's like off limits to the other person. If it's their closet, or even I found like if it's the side of their bed, like it could be their side of the bed, throw some, you're nodding. Do you have that?
Well, I'm just laughing because so right now I'm in Ben's childhood bedroom. And the other day we were talking about how he has this headboard that is also a cubby.
Cute.
Let me show you. So it opens up, and then he's got all this cubby area. And when he was little and his parents would be like, clean the room, he'd be like, easy. And he would just shove everything into the cubby. Now, is that what they meant? No. At the end of the day, does the room look how they want it for company? Yes. Does he mind having a stinky fucking headboard filled with dirty clothes? Not so much for like 2 nights. And then when company's gone, just go. Like at that point, when you shove everything into like a hole, I'm like, okay, that's a hamper now. So now let's just do that laundry. That's something that pisses me off with him is like, even he hasn't used this the entire time, but he has a hamper in the corner. And like when his parents have been like, your room looks like shit, just like tidy everything, he'll throw my stuff into the hamper that's not even dirty just to put it in a place.
Oh, yeah.
And I get so annoyed because I'm like, okay, now those are dirty clothes. But then I'm just like, whatever. Will you do a load of laundry? And he goes, yes. And then he does the load. I hate putting things in the laundry and taking them out and putting them into the dryer. I don't like touching wet stuff. But guess what I can do? Folding. Love to fold. Break it up.
I know what you mean. Like, is it like an icky feeling you get about
tactile?
The tactile.
Hate it.
I know what you mean.
I also don't like doing dishes. I will unstack a dishwasher until the cows come home. I will stack a dishwasher. I will not wash something by hand. If I do, I need gloves.
Is it the food? Like someone's yucky food?
No, I don't care about the food.
Okay.
It's the wet.
The wet.
And it makes my nails brittle.
What about showering? How do you shower?
Hate showering.
Ooh. Do you like baths? So you must not like a steam room or a pool.
No.
Or a sauna. Okay. You need dry.
Pool's okay. But yeah, I really don't like getting my hands wet.
Wow.
I'll get my hands dirty.
Rubber gloves.
Yeah. Rubber gloves. But then you can't even feel the... Anyway,
all
of this is to say...
That's another tactile.
That's another texture. Yeah. That I can't... If there's a partner in your house, usually they can do the stuff that you don't want to do. You just have to do the stuff that they don't want to do.
Correct. Divide and conquer.
Ben is clean. I am more organized.
Yes.
He will have a bunch of clean clothes on the floor. I will organize everything into piles or into drawers or what have you.
It sounds like you guys have a good system going then, right?
And yet it's still so messy. Yeah.
Well, you have like you create little chaos piles or fires and you put them out quickly though. Like, I know you say things pile up. It's never like, oh God, like it seems like it piles up and then a few days later or a week, but it's never like months on end of chaos, I feel.
No,
It's
that's
like
true.
week.
But if, dear listener, you have months on end that feel like pure chaos, I have been there, and you can always just either start small or dedicate, like I dedicate fucking 12 hours when it builds up. I go, let's put on a little outfit that we don't care about getting really sweaty in. We're going to turn on a
Play
shit
some
ton of
music.
music.
Yeah.
Yep.
Podcast.
Or a show,
Remy's
yeah, or
podcast.
something that you've been wanting to binge if it's on TV. I usually like more audio stuff because then you're not constantly looking at a screen trying to
Right.
be like, you know, like you want to be. And then I take everything off of the floor and I put it on my bed. Everything. If it's trash, it goes in the garbage. And then we start parsing out, is this laundry? Could this be hung up immediately? Is this going to the dry cleaners? Like that, those piles are so helpful. Even if at the end of like your cleaning thing, like you're like, okay, here's what I need to hang up. I'm going to have this in a pile for a week. Okay. It's in a pile and you know what to do with it eventually.
Some people I've worked with have like are germaphobes and they struggle with the in-between clothes. Like, okay,
Right.
I wore the sweater once or twice, or I wore the pair of jeans to dinner. Do they go back in the closet or do I have to wash them? And so they're in this like weird purgatory. And I love just hooks. Hang those on your closet door.
Yeah.
Air them out. Or they can go on
Air 'em
the laundry
out.
sofa. They can go, if you have a chair, the laundry chair, they can go there. That's fine. But then hang them up or put them in the wash. But, you know, you
Smell
don't have
the armpits, dare I say.
dare I say, do the sniff test.
If it smells like you haven't worn it, put it in
Right.
the closet.
If it smells
If it smells like you have,
right.
put it in the laundry. It's going to go to another place where you don't have to look at it every day and go, is that clean?
Yes. Yeah.
Like, just make the decision.
Make the decision. Do a snap. And that brings me to something else that people struggle with, especially with clutter overwhelm. Like people, aside from the shame, there's the overwhelm, and people don't want to get rid of something. They're like, what if I need it in the future? And then they're stuck with it and they're holding on to it. And it's just like stuck energy and it's draining them without them even knowing it. And the secret to getting rid of that, like indecision paralysis, is to just like create a maybe pile and go through
I love
stuff.
a maybe pile.
Maybe pile. We don't have to say no now, but can we say maybe? And then I find that it's helpful like if I'm working with someone, we just rapid fire, yes, no, maybe, yes, no, maybe. And then we'll go and do something else entirely.
Yes, no, maybe, and giveaway.
Giveaway, yeah. And the no is, the giveaway is part of the no. And then we go do something else entirely. And then we come back to it. And going through stuff really quickly creates confidence in the person. And they're like, oh, I can make decisions. Okay, actually, maybe that was a maybe and that's a no. So people clutter is a lot of indecision. So it's like decisions that are put on hold and training the brain to make decisions inspires more firm decisions.
So we're talking about all clutter in general right now. And Betsy, as you know, has this show Slippery When Wet, which I've been producing. And she talks about her ADHD, neurodivergence, and hoarding. And one thing she says about hoarding is sometimes you want to keep the stuff because the stuff reminds you of people. And even if the people go away, the stuff reminds you that like your relationship was real and once there or whatever. And so I have a lot of difficult or like Betsy keeps like a lot of Halloween costumes, and she jokes that like because any year like no one's gonna forget old Bets, like you might need me and I can help you. That's amazing. But then there's some nostalgic memorabilia stuff that like that's my number one thing of getting rid of is like the memories. And what I've started doing is if it's not a thing that I physically need, I'll just take a picture of it.
You're a genius. That's
And
what I
then-
talk about all the time. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's my
then-
number one suggestion.
So you don't lose that picture then if you're a digital hoarder as well. Make it a folder, you know, so that you can locate it and then throw the thing away. Or I also do have a memorabilia box that's got cards and letters and photos and whatever that like you just keep at the top of your closet, and that's good too. But it should maybe only take up like 10% of your closet.
That's exactly right. And if it's like ex-boyfriend's, ex-boyfriend memorabilia, toxic
Maybe
ex-boyfriend
get rid of it.
memorabilia, get rid of it.
I keep mine.
You keep it?
Just because, I don't know, like my mom has told me about ex-boyfriends of hers, and like I would love to see that stuff. And Ben's not like, you know, he doesn't think anything about it.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm like, I miss those people. It's just like, this was a time in my life that existed.
Was it toxic ex-boyfriend or just like, oh, ex-boyfriend? Ooh.
I only have one. So it's like, this is the boyfriend I had.
Okay.
And I remember after we broke up, I did delete all like digital photos of him. So like I have this one book. Anyway. But okay, let's get back to getting rid of stuff, because this is another thing that Betsy and I do in regard to clothing.
Yeah.
And I have had like a big body change in the last few years. I've gained a lot of weight. I'm not unhappy about it. However, there is stuff in my closet that simply does not fit anymore. And it's exhausting to get dressed when you're trying things on that don't fit. So what I did with you was like a massive closet clean. And I tried on everything and anything that I said, because it was right before I was going to Paris. If it didn't fit me perfectly or I wouldn't bring on vacation to somewhere like Paris, I got rid of it.
That's such a good litmus test. If I wouldn't wear this in Paris,
yeah,
I don't
like
want
even
it.
if it's like a big T-shirt that's like comfortable, I'm like I could wear that with jeans in Paris. Like I would wear yes, but then there's like the stuff that you're like, okay, but this is really good, and like I don't want to give this away. Like, what do you do with that? Give it to a friend. Like that coat. The faux fur coat I gave to you because one, it's going to look so good on you. It already has. But two, if I really fucking want it back and I'm ever that small again, you're my friend.
Yeah, it's yours. Yeah.
Like that's what Betsy does. She gives me so much shit. I've given so much shit to my sister, to other friends that I'm just like, and they're like, yeah, if you ever want it back, I'm not actually going to get it back. But it's nice to see it has a new life with another person.
You're someone who you want to be deliberate in who you give your stuff to.
Stuff that I don't care about, I'm donating immediately. That's easy.
Okay.
Most of my stuff is donate. Yeah. But stuff that I'm like, ooh, that's really nice. Or like, I do love that.
But you're someone who would rather it go to a friend, right? Than to like the real.
You can also do real. Yeah. I'll usually give my friends a first pass and then I do real.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are less like, oh, my friend Carly would look great in those leather jeans.
Like, they're like, just get me the money.
Get me the money. Yeah. And you're a good person.
No, I love the money too.
Okay.
But well, it's am I a good person or do I want this coat back eventually?
Ooh, which one is it?
I don't, and who cares? As long as it's out of my house.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing is I would stare at that coat that I gave you and I'd be like, I should really lose 20 pounds.
It's a terrible feeling.
It's a terrible feeling. Get that coat out of your house.
Even just the one pair. I'm big on that. Like I'm big on if it's like that one pair of jeans that you wore when you were like 2 sizes smaller and it's still hanging in your closet and it's staring you in the face every day. I think that's toxic. And I think that
It's staring you in the face. It's taking up space. Now I go into my closet. I know anything I grab fits me.
That's exactly
It
right.
took a really long time. It took
not
like
only
6
fits you,
hours
but
to
looks
try
good
on
on you.
everything in my closet. But now it's cutting down the time every single day of, okay, what should I wear? Okay, that, and that. They all fit. Great.
Yep. And how do I feel in them? I feel great in them. I enjoy how I look in these clothes. Yeah. Something that I've noticed, especially with women and mostly women, because I mostly just work with women, but they don't know how. They
Because
don't
mostly
know.
women are working on themselves.
Yeah. Well, because most women,
JK boys, love you.
not most, but some don't even know like if they like something, which I'm like,
Totally.
give yourself a moment, like give yourself permission to try something on and actually make a decision about whether you like something. Because we are told so many other external forces are telling us what to like. And so we can get really confused about whether we even like something or not. And like some people's wardrobes are like 80% like clothes that are like trendy but don't even look good on the person, and then they have 20% of things that are like, oh, I actually really look good in this and I enjoy how I feel, but then this, like, I don't know why I bought this. And then you have to ask the person, like, do you like it? Do you like how you feel in this? Do you like how you look? And they're like, no.
Yeah.
Try it on.
Also,
like,
do you have to invent an occasion where this outfit makes sense? If so, you're not going to wear it.
Right.
Like that. So there's this thing that me and a bunch of female comics do. It's like a clothing swap twice a year. And you bring all the clothes that you don't want or don't fit anymore. And then you take anything at the swap that you want. And it's such a fun, and then we donate everything that like nobody takes. But it's such like a fun occasion because you can really be like brave in taking stuff because it's free. Like I took like this jacket that's like an American flag thing with like tassels and stuff. And like, would I ever buy that? No.
Yes.
But then I give myself a year to actually wear the thing and make an outfit, or it has to go back to the swap. You know, like
did you wear
do
it?
That. Oh yes, I did. And I got so many compliments.
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 And that's another thing too. I think people get, if they don't have an occasion to wear it, create an occasion, or just like wear it and care less about what people
and
think.
care less. Yeah,
care
yeah,
less.
yeah.
Wear it and care less. Like,
but also, if there's something in that like maybe pile that they're like, I don't know if I want to get rid of this, give yourself 3 months. If you wear it, it stays.
Yeah.
Like challenge yourself to wear it.
Yeah.
You hate it.
Yeah.
Or you're just like looking at it in your closet, which is something that plagues me too. And I'm like, I just like seeing those colors.
Like what?
I don't know. Like there's like this really colorful like pattern thing that I'm like, I hate wearing that, but I like seeing it in like next to my stuff.
Like the pattern on you overwhelms you?
Overwhelms me.
Yeah.
But in the closet next to a denim jacket, I'm like, it's so cute to just like, like look at.
That's so funny. As I get older, if I have a thought where I'm like, oh, I put something on that I'm like, ooh, well, what will people think? I automatically force myself to wear it if I have that thought. I'm like, okay,
nice.
If you have the thought, what are people going to think of me wearing this? And I'm like, then you have to wear it. And it's almost like exposure therapy for people who care a lot about what other people think, myself included, and dressing,
myself included.
Yeah, dressing according to what makes you feel good in that moment when you're looking at yourself in the mirror is a good way to live. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, I have to ask you because I'm keep looking at your rings, and this is something I always think about is because I think I do okay at girling, quote unquote girling, you know?
Yeah.
But I have very minimal makeup that I have just one bag of makeup. And I have not a ton of jewelry, but like still jewelry to the point that I'm like, this needs its own space.
Ooh.
Where do you keep your makeup and your jewelry so that like it's organized and you're not losing it?
It all depends what kind of space you have and how you like to do your makeup. Some people like to do their makeup not in their bathroom, like in front of a random mirror, have a makeup bag. Some people have the space for a vanity in their bedroom. You can get a set of acrylic drawers, put it on the vanity. Some people like
see-through.
Yeah, see-through so that it's not out of mind. Some people like, minimalism and their countertops in their bathroom. So put something in your medicine cabinet, like a little acrylic vanity organizer so that you can open the medicine cabinet and you have all your stuff there. It all depends. Jewelry, I'm big on these stackable trays. They're like kind of made of velvet. They're neutral color. They're made, the brand is Stackers, I think is the name. And they're really nice. They have tiny little compartments, like square compartments, and you can put your earrings. Again, this is really great for people who are like, I need to see what I have, otherwise I forget it.
Yeah.
Or there are jewelry, like there are drawers. And yeah, the stack.
Oh yeah, they look like tiny dressers.
Correct. Yes. Yeah. Tiny little dressers.
Little drawers and then little hanging things for necklaces.
Correct. And yeah, for makeup, are you someone, you have it in a pouch, right?
I have it in a bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like what kind of bag? Like a CVS bag?
Let's say it's like a foot long and like 6 inches high.
Okay.
Kind of like a dop kit.
Ooh.
Canvas.
Ooh. And does that work for you?
It works fine because I only have like 4 steps of makeup. The best thing I ever did, honestly, was realizing how little makeup I need. I did like a bathroom clean.
Yeah.
And we had again, I live in my parents' where I grew up. So we had a full laundry bag of like old medicine, old makeup, all of this stuff that everybody was like holding on to or whatever. And there was one day that I was just like, it's time to put shit in the trash. And like the only thing I held on to was like this old Hoola bronzer that I was like, this could still work. It's still nostalgic. It looks good. Like I know some makeup can expire, but like it's not been a problem. But I always used to think, oh, I'm gonna need that like frosted lipstick. No, I'm not. I'm never gonna wear that. Like, no. Throw it in the trash.
There's a 15-15, what's it called? 15 rule. Like if you can get it, if you can replace it and it's less than $15 and it takes you less than 15 minutes to get it, then
do it.
Get
rid of it. Yeah.
The sight of that like frosted lipstick that's like gunky and like now it's like also crusty and dry. It's not worth it. Which I also brings me to another topic about like storage units. Like people think that holding on to a lot of random stuff in like a storage unit is the wiser decision, like compared to just like getting rid of everything and starting new. But I can tell you, like, in my experience, 98% of the time, like 99% of the time, you are not finding the treasures in these storage lockers. You are finding a VCR from 1994. You're finding a George Foreman grill. You're not finding the Cartier love necklace that you were looking for all these years.
No, if it was that special to you, it would be in your house.
It would be in your house, or that, it would not be in the storage locker. So I feel like that's just such a...
Also, are there love necklaces? That sounds like a BDSM collar.
No, I think there are love
like that you can't take off unless it's with like a very special screw.
Let's fact check that. I think there are love necklaces. I could be wrong. But my point is that there's nothing of extreme value in a storage locker. Like 99%.
Okay, Betsy is going to chime in and she's going to call you and she's going to tell you
yes,
it's very important to her. But that's also like,
I think Betsy is the exception to the rule because her storage locker is like her walk-in closet. Like she has made that storage locker her walk-in closet.
Yeah,
like
she's a Little Mermaid.
She returns to that mermaid world. That's her mermaid world, like with the dingle hoppers and the forks and all that. That's an extension of her closet.
Yeah.
It's not like,
Because
okay.
also at a certain point, if some clutter makes you happy, then that's not really clutter anymore. Like it's kind of how they affect your brain chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like some people love tchotchkes around the house. Some people love it super minimalist and would be so annoyed at like a little porcelain clown. They're like, there's no reason for that clown, you know? But there are some people that are like, I love that little clown and he makes me really happy. Like, then that's not clutter to you. That's design.
Yeah.
That's the whole fucking sparking joy thing, right?
Yeah. What is your aesthetic? What is your aesthetic? A porcelain clown? Like how many tchotchkes do you like to have
Bitch,
around?
I have a porcelain clown on my desk. And it's from my grandmother. It's from Nanny's house. And it's a sad little clown. And I just like it because it reminds me of her and because I'm a sad clown.
Do you have it there? Or no, it's in New York.
It's in New York, yeah.
Okay.
On the other hand, my dad has several of Nanny's chandeliers that are fucking worthless sitting in our dining room and it is hoarding central. And I'm like, just take a picture of the chandeliers and move on with your life. Like, she's not in the chandelier.
Is it by the piano?
No, that's no, you haven't even seen this room because it's so full of trash.
Whoa. Is it near the kitchen? The one near the kitchen?
It's the one near the kitchen, yeah.
Okay. I mean, the dining table is in there with tchotchkes and like photos, but I don't remember seeing.
It's not trash. It's just a lot of
I don't remember seeing the chandeliers. Just a lot of photos.
They're on the floor.
So is your dad sentimental about things?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he has a hard time with.
He has a hard time.
Yeah.
And my mom used to clean the house and like just throw out stuff because she's like, he's not going to know.
Right.
And he didn't know.
He did. Okay.
For the most part, he did not know.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, like, it usually is the women who are more annoyed than their male partners, but they end up decluttering behind their backs. And most of the time, if they're like, they themselves are messy, like they're not going to be like, hey, where did
it's not something I advise because it is risky. Like say you throw out something that really did matter to them.
Mm-hmm.
But what I do with him now is like, we'll go through the piles of mail together and I'll go, do you need this? Let's think about it. And then we like to rip it up if he doesn't need it and we put it in the trash. And then it's something physical and like has like a sound to it that feels like we're getting stuff done.
So you like that kind of tactile. You like a dry.
Oh, yeah.
A dry mail. It's dry.
Yeah.
Oh, for me, that's the opposite. And so surprising that you don't have a letter opener. Because I feel like that would be a Remy thing.
No.
Have a letter opener.
Got these nails now.
Yeah. Okay. The nails for the letter opening. Yeah. Is he not big on shredding? Some parents really like to shred. They love a shredder.
I could get a shredder.
Yeah, that could.
But I think it's the easy. That's just. Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay, when it comes.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I was going to say when it comes to cleaning for like a lot of your clients, are you doing it room by room or are you doing like everything in a day?
So do you mean decluttering or clean? I don't clean their stuff, but I
Right.
declutter whatever the hotspots are. So most of the time it will be like a closet or a kitchen or a bedroom. Mm-hmm. I have rarely done someone's entire home at once, but if someone is just like, help, I need help, then I always recommend like, what are the areas where they spend the most time? Because if you declutter where you spend the most time first, you'll feel a difference and you'll be inspired to continue the decluttering journey. So people always say, like, yes, if you're overwhelmed, start small, but start where you spend the most time. Like, no one spends their time in a junk drawer unless you did like
Yeah.
a Honey, I Shrunk the Kids moment and like jumped in the junk drawer and you're like, look at me, wee, under a
And then
post-it.
all of that shit is so necessary. You're like, thank God we have a ball of rubber bands because it's going to help me get big eventually.
Thank God. Yeah, the Gorilla Glue and all of those things. Important. But more important is the living room. If I'm like sitting on this pile of dog toys or like children's clothes or laundry and it's just eating away at my soul, let's tackle this stuff first. So it's never all at once. And Marie Kondo always suggests doing everything at once, which I think is a recipe for disaster, personally, because
For me, it's perfect.
it works for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
But this is literally just like, oh, you can come like that? Yeah, I have to come like that. Like
Okay.
we are all so different.
We're all
And like the
different.
things that work out for us, like if I was to be like you and clean every little thing, and this is what Ray and Jane do too, Ben's parents, I don't feel like the reward system of my brain light up as much.
Yeah. Yeah. So you get a greater dopamine hit from your style.
From a massive clean.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone is different. And I guess everyone is also managing their anxiety differently too, because like doing a little bit each and every day can help an anxious brain versus,
Incredible. Yeah.
yeah.
And
Whereas,
it can check off your little reward centers of, okay, did a little something, like,
yes,
look at me. Now I can go out about my day.
yes. Something I wanted to bring up earlier was parents who are like super hoarder. And I feel like we are the children of boomers. And as our boomer parents are getting older and they are refusing to deal with their clutter, it becomes a burden on their children. So it's something like clutter is such a important issue as our parents get older because
It's generational.
it's a generational thing, and then they dump things on us that we don't necessarily want. So it's about like, I don't know, like every parent is different, and every parent has different reasons for holding on to stuff. Some parents are like, you never know when you'll need that, extra set of golf clubs. And then the other parent is like, I wore this, to prom.
And you know what's fucked up is sometimes they're right. Like my mom is like, oh, I've had these boots since the 70s, but I know that cyclically fashion's going to come back around and I treat these boots really well and you're going to love having these boots. And she's right. And sometimes you do give away something that like 3 years later, you're like, why don't I have that tutu? I need that right now. And then it makes you think, I never want to give anything away ever again. But it's like, it's usually like a very small fluke.
It's a small fluke. So I think that's, if you're taking care of those suede boots, great. But a lot of people are like, oh, I love those boots. And then they just toss them in the attic.
Yeah.
And then they don't take good care of them. And then it becomes trash. So yeah, I haven't encountered like 8 out of 10 times. It's usually like poorly maintained. But if it's really well maintained, great.
Yeah.
And you have the space and it's organized.
If it's something
fine.
that you would buy today and go, that's good enough quality to be in my closet today.
Yes.
Not just like, oh, I remember wearing those shoes because I kissed that boy behind that thing. And I should hold on to that for that memory. Like your brain has the memory.
Yep.
You don't fit in the shoes. It took me such a long time to give away my figure skates from being a child because I was like, I invested in figure skates. I'm like, you don't fit in those. I'm like, what if I have a kid? I'm like, that's going to be in 30 years from now. Like, it's not worth the space at this point.
So that's your default way of thinking? Like, I might need this.
I might need this.
Yeah.
Someone's going to need this.
Yeah.
What a waste of money. But like, you know how people are like time is money, like space is money too.
Space is money, especially in New York.
Yeah. Especially if you look at those skates and you go, I should really have a baby. But you're like, but I don't want to have a baby.
I didn't know you were a figure skater.
Oh, yeah.
It's adorable. I was organizing a girl's closet the other day and she had rollerblades and they were next to her everyday shoes. And it was bothering me that they were like rolly and like moving.
Yeah.
And I wanted to put them in a bag so that I didn't see them like sliding and moving, but there was no bag. That kind of like instability.
What if you just took a top from one of those baskets that I use?
Ooh.
Because then it could contain the rolling and it's still flat.
Ooh. I like that idea. And so it settles the wheels. Yeah, just that sliding.
They're not even baskets, guys. They're like those clear plastic boxes that you keep shoes in when you haven't kept the shoe box, but they're clear and plastic. I can see what shoes are in there or what socks or whatever. But then the top just has that little lip that I think could.
Isn't that such a satisfying click when you put the lid on top? That little
click,
click, click. It's so subtle and yet so powerful.
Yeah, there is something that's very bizarre about loving cleaning sometimes as an adult.
Yes.
Because as a kid, you were just told so often, clean your room, clean your room, clean your room. And you were a kid that was already clean. But I have this like demand avoidance thing that like, even if I want to do the thing, if you tell me to do the thing, I don't want to do the thing anymore. But now when it's my responsibility that I'm like, I should do this thing. And I'm like, oh, that click.
The click. Yeah.
The click.
What is satisfying?
The smell of Pine Sol, delicious.
Ooh. Some people really like the smell of Fabuloso. I am not one of them. It's a little too powerful. I do like the smell of, I like a fresh Tide. No sense in the Tide, just a fresh Tide pod.
I love the feeling of having a Tide pen handy.
Ooh. Has anyone ever asked you, like, does anyone have a Tide pen and you are the person with a Tide pen?
I don't keep it on my person. I should. I think that's level 2.
Yeah,
so
level 2.
I think I need to buy one for out, but I love having one in the home that if somebody gets something on their like shirt or like been like splattered soy sauce like all over my couch recently, and I was just like, don't worry, I have this pen. And like
and it works.
Also having couch pillows that unzip if they need to. Oh, how nice.
So it sounds like you've really come around. You're defining it on your own terms now, the cleaning and the organizing.
Yeah. Like I will clean this room today. The other night we got home and I had like this urge because like there was just shit all over this room and I just started cleaning and Ben was like, let's get into bed. And I was like, okay, yeah, like let's get into bed and watch something amazing. He goes, well, you're the one doing all of this horrible stuff right now. And I was like, horrible stuff? I'm cleaning the room. Like, and he's like, yeah, but you're not in bed and you're not cuddling me. And I was like, in the morning, you will be so happy that I'm doing all of this horrible stuff. And then we literally woke up and he was like, it looks really good in here. Yeah.
Horrible stuff.
You're the one doing all of this horrible stuff.
Ugh. Does he ever? Well, you said he's clean but messy.
Yeah. And we bonded over being messy people.
Okay.
And dirty people. Like there is something really nice in having a person that's not going to like judge you.
Yeah.
But it can get a little like if we're both in a dirty week, it will get disgusting. If I'm in a really clean week and he's in a dirty week, I'm a little mad at him. If he's in a clean week and I'm in a dirty week, he's a little mad at, but so like there's always stuff to work out and hopefully we will do more growing up together as we have done.
But it sounds like you guys have a rhythm and a system.
We have a rhythm and a system.
A rhythm and a system.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, you guys can look at Caroline's Instagram for lots of more cleaning help.
Yes.
Will you tell them where that is?
You can find me on Instagram at Caroline A. Solomon, and you can find my TikTok is Neat Caroline. Not sweet, but neat. And sweet, but neat
and sweet
Caroline.
Because she's got her little kitty Sweetie in
My
a lot of the videos.
My sweetie, yeah, if you like cats. Cats are
Yeah,
clean.
Sweetie is like if Grace was small and nice.
How is him?
Him is good. Him is with Joel, his best friend. Wait, so I have a question for you, relationships. Have you, has cleanliness or messiness ever gotten in the way of one of your relationships?
I have never, until this point, been with a messy person. Like I've never dated long-term a messy person. It's always been someone who's been very clean. If they had a lot of stuff, they were organized and also mindful of my particularities. So I've been very lucky in that. And maybe there's something to do with like temperament. And there's a correlation.
Sussing it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sussing out their temperament. Like if they're like, whoa, bro, like chances are they've got like a towel hanging on their front door. And you know,
are they spontaneous people?
Great question. I think no, they're not the people. Right. There is a correlation.
And I love spontaneous and yes. Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know if I'm very spontaneous.
I know.
I'm not a spontaneous kind of gal.
No, you are a planner.
I'm a planner with a capital P. But I'm trying to be more.
I was going to ask you to do this recording 2 hours later, and then I was like, no, she's going to kill me.
No, I'm trying, and as I get older, I'm trying to be more spontaneous or open to whatever comes.
I think you're good. Like, you're still fun. You just like to know the plan. That's
exactly it. I'm fun, but I like to know the plan.
Yeah.
Some people are not fun.
I also love when I watch you crash out not crash out, but like dissociate at a party, and I know, oh, she's done. I go, Caroline, you want to go home? You go, yeah. You spot it. You can spot it. I have like an internal like timer. It's like, okay, 60 minutes, press start, starting now. And then we're winding down and my eyes are like, yeah. I'm like, okay. I'm like, car of early people, you're going home. Take this one. Have so much fun. She's going to fall asleep.
And you're someone, you don't get offended. You're like,
no.
Yeah, you don't get offended.
No, I'm like, bring me your best when you're not feeling well anymore. Get the fuck out.
Leave. Yeah.
Yeah. Whereas if I am feeling overwhelmed or whatever, I either do leave like you do, or I'll take time off by myself to like recharge.
Yeah.
If that's able. Wait, I have one more cleaning and sex question.
Please.
Have you ever been to a dirty room and it fucked with your sex life?
Honestly, no.
You've never been to a dirty room?
Yeah. Be more specific. What do you mean by this?
Like, or even in your own room, if like, have you ever gone to sleep and like your room is messier than normal and like you're like, ooh, it would be fun to like fool around, whether you're like by yourself or someone else, and then you're like, but that sweater.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's me without even doing anything like that. It's just like, but that sweater. It's like,
okay.
Like we're having this Zoom and I'm like, but this salad lid. Got
it.
Like it's in other words, like everything has to be exactly as it should be at all times.
A diagnosis.
Do I?
Yeah. No, honestly, no, so we mentioned Bessie's show Slippery, at the end of the show,
Yeah.
her and Dr. Barbara Bartlick, her mom, take sex questions from the audience. And one of the questions last show was, is it harder to have an orgasm with ADHD, or is it sex with
Whoa.
ADHD? Yeah. And her mom was like, yeah, like, because like you're like thinking of different things sometimes or whatever. So like even somebody who is prone to being a messier person like me, my brain is thinking, oh, but the salad top, oh, but the this, like even if it's not something that super means anything to me. And then like I'm looking around the room of all the things that could get in the way of me having a really fun time in bed. And it's like, even if you don't want to clean the room for the sake of cleanliness, clean it for the sake of your orgasm.
Fascinating. The less like visual stimuli, the fewer objects that are there to like take you out of the moment, I would say, like the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've loved having you on.
Oh,
I love you so much.
I love you too. And I would love to see you soon.
Of course. Remind everybody where they can find your Instagram.
Okay. They can find me on Caroline A. Solomon. That's my Instagram. And TikTok is Neat Caroline.
Yay.
Yay.
I have to ask you one more question, which I have
Please.
to ask everybody after a sexual experience, and cleaning, inherently sexual. So Caroline Solomon, did you finish?
I finished.
Okay, great. I finished too.
Yay.
Thank you so much for coming. You guys can find me at Remy Casimir, find the podcast at How Come Podcast. Send all of your cleaning questions to Caroline. If you have any questions for me after this episode, of course, reach out. If you want to watch this episode with video, patreon.com/howcome. And we love you so much. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you. Love you.
I love you.
Bye.
It's not you, it's me. I try so hard to finish honestly. They say you'll know when you go all the way from A right down to O. Oh no, I think that I still got a ways to go. Oh, I'm sick of this and I have got to know. How come? How come I can't achieve? How come I can't achieve? I'm rolling up my sleeves. Oh baby, I believe these guests can help, 'cause I can't do it by myself. I wanna jizz.
Hey, Marvel section. If you're in New York, go check out Betsy's show, Slippery When Wet. October 16th is the next date. We do it every month. I won't be there for this one. I'll be there at the November show, and I think that one's November 20th. But, check on Instagram, follow Slippery When Wet. I'm managing the account because I produce the show. And I think a lot of you guys will have a lot of fun at it. Sex Q&A. Come be brave.